Yeah, man. I hear that. I hear that. Amen. When I was 15 years old, I was going through some difficult times in my life. You know, a lot of stress at home, a lot of problems at home. Some people converted an industrial estate into a gym across the road from my house. And like the first time I went there and seen the Olympic bar and felt the weights, it was a bit dingy and dirty. You know, I just loved it. Do you know what I mean? I was there with my friends. I felt I was getting stronger and bigger, faster than everybody else. I just loved it, and you know, it released some kind of burning desire, some passion in me. I've been stuck at it ever since. Basically, lifting weights has helped me structure and plan and put other things into place, you know, in other areas of my life. I've used that same dedication, desire and commitment to better me in other areas of my life. Well, to a lot of people it sounds a bit, you know, hyped up and a bit strange, but to me the 10 years signifies the decade that I was in prison. The trenches is basically when you're in prison, it's all the ducking and diving. So it's like the war and the battle. I kind of used that, the 10 years in the trenches, to just signify what I've been through. Gas Mark 10. The only reason why I chose that, because this is going to be hot, do you know what I mean? It's going to be a good movement and I want people to recognise it and be there when it started, do you know what I mean? Well, basically, when I was in prison, locked down, I won every single competition in 10 years. I think one of my mates might have picked me on the first one when I first got nicked. Apart from that, I won every single one now. I know like a lot of people in society will think, well, he's only in prison, but you meet some of the most talented people in prison, and actually the repetition of training every day and eating and resting and sleeping is what actually gets you there. So some of these guys in prison, had they be out here right now entering competitions, they'd be winning competition outside. So the fact that I was beating all of them inside, I believe that I can replicate that out here. Do you know what I mean? It's the law of attraction, basically. You know what I mean? You put that positive energy out there, it comes back to you. So it's basically, it's just all about Venom Power. Do you know what I mean? It's about lifting them barbells. It's about getting up early in the morning. It's about writing a to-do list and getting through it. Do you know what I mean? It's about that power. I'm just trying to empower people. I'm not trying to, you know, steal anyone's limelight or put anybody down. You know, I've been criticised before and said that I'm trying to do that. I'm just trying to, you know, make people believe. And for my homies that are still locked up, my friends, brethrens, whatever you want to call them, I just want them to know when you get out here, there is opportunities and you can make it as well. Do you know what I mean? There is a second chance. Do you know what I mean? Not just people are locked up. Anybody who's had any, you know, learning difficulties, any sort of knockbacks in their life, anybody who's been told that they can't make it. Do you know what I mean? Because of social and economic circumstances, parents who never had a lot of money and stuff like that. You know, parents need to start believing in their kids and know that, you know, we can. Anybody can make it. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. Do you know what I mean? Naturally, I'm quite a humble person. Do you know what I mean? Do have a bit of banter. I can be a bit cheeky and that. But when I get in the gym, so when I'm in the zone, like, obviously I was in prison for a long time. I trained and I used to get annoy a lot of gym officers, a lot of gym staff and that. And I didn't actually realise why. But watching my workout videos back, they are quite intense. They are quite loud and they are quite aggressive. Do you know what I mean? But that's that Venom Power, innit? That's just who I turn out to when I pick up them weights, innit? You know what I mean? It's kind of like my alter ego is somebody else, but you know what I mean? I like it, I love it, I enjoy it. I'm somewhere else. When I was in prison, it was the only place in the whole prison that I felt like I was somewhere else, you know what I mean? If I went to chapel, I knew I was in prison. If I went to get my food in the survey, I knew I was in prison. Education, I knew I was in prison. But as soon as I stepped in that gym, like saw those weights, felt those weights, do you know what I mean? I was out for that 45 minutes. It's like I was on the road. You know what I mean? I just want to give some acknowledgements. First and foremost is, I know this is a bit cliche, but to God, for giving me a second chance and getting me through it. I want to give a good thanks to my friends. They know who they are. They helped me through this situation, especially my boy Crusher. And I want to give a shout out to my family. And I want to give a thanks to Bodywitch Gym for helping me get back on my feet. You know, I've only been out 4 weeks tomorrow, you know, and things have started to move forward for me. So give thanks.